Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. This is the Aries Rex. We're doing a Rosecraft Blades drop rendition, doing things a little bit different. Yes, these are 3D glasses, and yes, I really do look this good. You don't have to adjust your camera. It's God-given. Here's the deal. I'm just going to straight up steal from Donnie B all day. We're going to do a part A and part B. Now, yesterday, Sunday, the 16th, I dropped this video, the MA11, or as I call it, the Bull Shark. Now, Randy's WSG, shout out Randy, didn't see it, and that's because he's a little hard of seeing, but if you look right there, it looks like a damn bull shark. So, the MA11's dropping, the Aries Rex is dropping today, July 17th. Now, listen to me. Here's the deal. It's flooding outside. And I could give you every excuse in the book. The truth is, I just didn't have time. If you're new here, I'm Scab, you're not. But if you're new here, we do hard use reviews. So tomorrow or Thursday, there will be a hard use review on this. This is the Aries Rex. It is designed by Hawkins Rose, my good friend who designed the Mohawk. This is my #1 work knife. This is the only $30 knife I carry. God's honest truth. And that's nothing like, ooh, I always like carrying a solid work knife. This is a knife, and this knife, this is the Aries, this is the Aries Rex, this is the Mohawk. This is my everyday work knife. I said all that to say, I love Hawkins Rose designs. I love Hawkins designs. I love the way he thinks. I love the way that he designs a knife. Now, this is my second one. I decided it would be a good idea to pry open a can of paint on a 55-gallon drum that had sat in the sun for 3 days, and it snapped. Big shocker. Now to everybody, oh, I gotta have a knife that's indestructible. Well, no you don't, one. And two, if you're not a dumbass, it'll last a long time. I use my Mohawk to set up every single hard use review you see, every one. If I cut rope, I use my Mohawk. Again, the reason I'm bringing all this up is I love Hawkins Rose designs, and to show you a little bit of a comparison. Now, what I want to do in this video, very quickly, again, is just steal some things from Donnie B all day, do a preliminary video on the Aries Rex. We're going to talk about the MA11 some. I did do a hard use review on that. I will put it in the description, along with links to all three of these knives, if you want the honest truth. But look at that. That is marbled carbon fiber. Make sure, and the reason I'm doing this in here, and instead of like the little studio I got set up, is I wrote some notes. I don't like looking down when I'm in there. I'm a little different. I have mental issues, as you are all well aware. It's something I do not shy from. Let's do this. I'm going to show you. I got like 5 Rosecraft blades here. So I'm going to kind of show you the knives. I'm going to do my intro, and why not? It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. And I'm going to show you these knives, and then we'll back up. While I'm showing you these knives, guys, remember this. There was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know they are. We talk about it. You can read 4 different articles. You're going to get 4 different numbers. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Vets, anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. We love you, and you have a place here. That's all it means. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo, all to the chagrin. I mean, it's the most misunderstood thing. And in about every other video, somebody will say, well, back blue till it happens to you. It's happened to me way more than it'll happen to you. Why do you back him, Scab? Well, my son's going to be a cop. I've got several friends that's going to be a policeman. One of my best friends on this planet saved my life. He's a policeman. So I'm not asking you to agree with it. That's something that I just don't do. But I do support Leo, the good men and women, and I do that by not breaking the law. There was a time where I broke it every day. Not anymore. Finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. This is my favorite. I don't even know the name of the damn knife. It'll be dropping soon. But this is my favorite color scheme. That's just a good looking knife. I'm digging what Rosecraft is doing. I'm also digging these 3D glasses. I got these when I took my grandson, Caden Hollis, to see elementals. Phenomenal movie. I don't know why I mentioned it, but I thought you might like to hear about it. Again, the Mohawk, micarta handles, D2 steel. Really, don't be fooled by this knife. Now, there's going to be people who and that's fine. That's fine. Guys, we're a hard use fixed blade channel. It's what we do. Rosecraft was good enough to take a chance on me. So I also want to take this time to kind of say this. And I said some things in the MA11 video that could have been taken as harsh. Oh, well, I'm sick and tired of the caveats and over explaining. Here's the deal. I don't care what any other knife channel does on this planet. I really do not give two shits. I'll pull for you. I'll cheer for you because I know what it is to do these videos. But we're going to do the things that we do. And the only people that I'm talking about on this channel is me, unless I specifically mention somebody else. Let's jump into the knife. Now, you say, Scab, I got a headache from just listening to you. Now you know how Megatron feels. All right, so this has a 3.45 inch blade. This is a different design. And I had to look at it, I'll tell you exactly what happened with these 4 knives. When we went to Blade Show with Donnie B. All Day and Joe from JS Bladecraft, these 3 and these 4, we made our way straight to the Rosecraft Blades booth. On Saturday, I showed up. Mr. Andy said, hey, man, I need you to pick out some knives. And so Swags was sitting in there, and she said, babe, do you want me to do it for you? I said, yeah, would you? You know what I like? She said, I do. She said, Hawkins has got a new design. You got to try it. I said, absolutely. So Swags picked these out for me. She hit it on the head. I don't know what these 2 are. They're basic flippers that just look good. I mean, they're just damn good looking knives. One looks like kind of a clip point. One looks like kind of a drop point. But man, they're just good looking knives. I love them. And then again, the MA11, the Bull Shark that I did yesterday. I'm going to tell you something. I carried this. This is just an all-encompassing. We're going to go for like 12 minutes and call it. And if you're new here, yeah, this is the way we do. I carried this knife today to work. Now, here's the deal. And I want y'all to kind of understand where I'm coming from. If I need to use a knife, it doesn't matter if it's a $1,000 knife, a $500 knife, a $30 knife, a $70 knife. If I need to use a knife, I'm going to use a knife. Okay? I try to take care of my stuff. I try to be mentally aware to use the proper tool for the job, i.e. dumbass, opening a can of paint. That was stupid. Was in a hurry. But 99% of the time, I am very, very mindful. I took this knife right here today to work. I went to a job site. I loaded a trailer. I loaded up a 4,000 pound bag of sand, had to cut it, got my guys powder coating. My point is, I did everything that my job encompasses today. I used this knife 5 or 6 times. Let's call it 5. One was just kind of messing around. But I legit used this knife 5 different times today. I cut zip ties. I cut a bag of sand. Here's why I keep mentioning that bag of sand. It's not like a 50-pound bag. It is a 5,000 pound bag of sand hanging in the air by the lull. I have to go up under it, do it quickly, untie. Go to untie so the sand can come out. So we put it in the hopper. I go to untie the son of a bitch and it's in a knot. So to whoever put the knot in it at the sand company, that's to you. It's unnerving being under that bag. It really is when you hear it ripping. I immediately popped my knife, this is God's honest truth, and made a cut. I cut it. It's that hard, it's like canvas rope type shit. This thing sailed through it, got the bag over while I was safe. I reached up and then cut a hole very quickly with this knife. Took the air hose, blew it out, opens and shuts perfectly. Went to the job site. We were setting rails. There was a bundle of material that we needed. Had those huge industrial zip ties. Popped the knife, bam, bam, bam. No chipping of the blade, none of that. Now I did clean it up before I got home. That was terrible of you. So just a couple of examples of using the knife. The other part was opening some powder, popping zip ties on it. Just kind of, this is the way I use the knife a lot at work, just to be honest with you. This knife, I am sold on this knife. This is the MA11. There'll be a link in the description. This one's 6.8 ounces. I like bigger, heavier knives. I did not look up the weight on this like an asshole. I'll put it in the comments. The Aries Rex, and we're going to talk about 2 or 3 minutes on it. I'm going to give you an update on the raffle, and then we're going to close it out. The Aries Rex has a deep carry pocket clip. Okay? It's an open back construction. For me, that's perfect. Now, this marbled carbon fiber, let me see if you can see it like I'm seeing it. I can't do it justice, but it is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous knife with copper things there. It is a flipper. It is absolutely one of my favorites. It's a different blade style. There's going to be, I don't hate the blade. Okay, cool. Listen, knives are subjective. Don't ever let anybody tell you or make you feel bad about what you purchase or what you like. Don't ever do that. Don't ever come to this channel and think you have to apologize if you got a budget knife or this knife. We don't care. I love all blades, all steel. This knife intrigues me. There's going to be people that say I don't like the harpoon, and I understand it. If you want the truth of the matter, I could take the harpoon or leave it. It doesn't matter to me, no, because we are a function channel. Does it work? Does it work for me? We're going to find out. We're going to do our preliminary test. This, to me, is not a finger choil. I tell you the truth, if I was going to say anything about this knife, because I'm digging it, deep carry pocket clip, marble carbon fiber. I love the weight. This is heavier. This isn't this heavy, but this has some weight to it. It's heavier than the Mohawk, I believe. I'd like to see that blade come to about here. And if we're going to do a sharpening choil, maybe just a small one. But that's a minor thing. That's a personal thing. That's neither here nor there. I like the ramp. I like the ambidextrous thumb studs. I like a Tonto blade. Starting out, and I love that. I love the one-handed operation. I'll try to give you a good look at the lockup. This knife feels good in hand. Now, I give that MA11 a ringing endorsement. Let me do a review of this. Let me carry it to work. As far as fit and finish goes, let me explain something to you. Rosecraft's QC department does an amazing job. And I've said this a million times. I'll say it a million more. One of the huge reasons I'm such a large Rosecraft fan is the people that work there. Also, for their 5-year plan to open a plant in Maryville, Tennessee, they've got a lot of things going. I'm a huge fan of Rosecraft. I'm excited to do this one. I'll have links in the description. Again, use Choir Boys. And again, guys, y'all know me. I don't ask you to subscribe. Hell, I forget half the time to ask you to hit like, and it shows. There's about 3 people that like each video. One thing we do on this channel is comment. Let me address this real quick. Let me show you these two while I'm addressing a couple things. I am about 5 days behind on comments, and people have said, Scab, don't worry about responding to mine. Let me tell you something. I do worry about it because you've taken the time to comment. You've spent your time and your energy to comment, and I feel like the least that I can do is read the comment, heart, and like it, and try to respond. I do apologize for that. Life has happened. And hey, real quick, I was watching a music video the other day. I love music reaction channels. That's what we almost started out doing, except I can't sing. I don't know music. It would be if I like it or not, and that wouldn't do well. Plus, every swinging dick and their brother has a music channel now. But I was watching this music reactor, and this guy gets on there and just goes into some long diatribe about how he's got a life and he's too busy to answer comments. I clicked right off. And I thought, Lord, I hope I never come off like that. Now, I can't leave some paragraph, okay? And for those of you who leave long comments, please continue because they mean a lot to me. Except the ones that are negative or making fun of me, and then y'all can kiss my ass. But the positive ones, I've told you, I'm very, very petty and have a large ego. So let's keep the nice ones going. Screw you on the bad ones. But if it's something constructive, please put that in. You can't grow without learning. If you see something we need to do, put it in, and I'll decide if I like it or not. But that being said, guys, give me a couple days and I'll catch up. Last thing, Donnie B All Days raffle is in full swing. We've gained in the past 4 or 5 days about $1,300 or $1,400. That's a great start, but we got a long way to go. Joe, JS Bladecraft, and Sabo are helping me put packaging together. Rusty Knife Lover has said he's there if I need, as many of you have. Billy Ford, and I don't want to start naming all these channels, but Billy Ford at Apex Alchemy. What I need from you guys is this. Tomorrow, I should be receiving another box of knives from Kenneth Evans. I'll do a quick video on those and a quick update. You're going to start seeing more videos from me. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. They will not all be 15 minutes. I'm going to start adding like 3 and 4 minute little clips to keep the channel moving along. Carl Ruger is donating a katana. Joe from JS Bladecraft is donating a katana, and we have a potential for another katana. Guys, these are not mall ninja katanas. These are nice, expensive katanas. I know I'm a knife channel. I know I'm a little different. But for you sword guys, you legit sword guys, guys that like watch Matthew Jensen, whom I love, and guys who watch other great sword content, these are legit katana. $5 a raffle ticket. Come on, dude. I don't care if you do one. There will be links in the description for Donnie B. All Day's PayPal. We're donating directly to him. I don't take in anything. I refuse to take anything. Joe isn't taking anything. Nobody involved with this raffle will ask you for a dime, and if anybody does, you immediately come to me and you email me at the link or at the email below, and we will handle that in a righteous manner. I'm Scab, you're not. I love Rosecraft blades. Final look. Boom! The Aries Rex. Hawkins, home run, my guy. Andy Armstrong. Boom! This is supposed to be like their first offering for law enforcement, so I'm probably going to get one and give to my son. This, let me say this. If you want an endorsement on a knife, I would give this to my son. I would put this in his hands any day of the week. I believe in it that much. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Love y'all.